aka Eileen Little Crop. Additional information about this show, arts, cause, and everything in between, and my Little Crawfish show, which is on YouTube, can be found on my website, eileenlittlecrop.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. First off, a few announcements, of course. So my first announcement is that I would like to always, we will never forget, like to extend my condolences, and I'm sincerely sorry for your loss, for everyone who lost anyone during the time of 9/11 here in the United States. Our hearts and our prayers go out to you. So I just needed to say that because I know that here in the city it's a very somber occasion, which it should be. And sometimes, you look in the media and you don't see, somebody acting the way they're supposed to. It's like, Anyways, let me not make this political. Let me, again, my condolences to you all. And we stand together. So now, would like to give a huge shout out, as always. Look through my emails. There was no shout outs, but I'm going to give a shout out to the countries. So we have United States, we have Germany, United Kingdom, and Sweden. Ooh, some new states are involved here. We have Hollywood, Florida. We have Lexington, Kentucky, Asbury, Virginia, Portland, Maine. We have, please forgive me for this if I mispronounce it, Nuremberg, Nuremberg, Germany. We have Middleborough, Kentucky. We have Kansas City, Missouri. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. And what else? Oh, and we have Hoven, Hove, United Kingdom. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me in these parts of the world. It's really cool to see other countries on the map here. So fun. And again, thank you for listening. And thank you for everyone who's listening either on YouTube, SoundCloud, what else? On my blog, which is eileenlittlecrop.com. And what else? Oh, Tumblr. Pretty much any social media that I have, I think. So thank you. I think, anyways, oh man. So, let me get a sip of coffee here. Believe it or not, I'm actually drinking some mantra from Starbucks, which is not bad. Like, it's second on the list of goodness here. Yes! Coffee. I should make a shirt like that saying coffee. Yes, I'm a coffee monster. So I am going to do a life update. I actually didn't really pick out any topics. I'm still working on my blog posts for my body positivity stuff. And it's actually been helping. I have, I don't know, like, I have one about what I'm doing in terms of my workout, and then I have one where I have just, I don't know, like, just something. I don't even know where that one's going, so I'm, like, in between two articles right there, and it's just kind of mind-boggling. And so, which leads me into yesterday. I got so busy yesterday with just things in general, and watching a movie, an animated movie. You guys gotta laugh at this one. All right, so I actually did a video yesterday. I stayed up, or actually, I started late yesterday. I don't know. My body just did not want to cooperate with me, so I slept in a little. And all right, got everything, ready to go. Had the coffee already. Okay, everything kicked in. So the next thing to do was start what I'm gonna do. And I had like really nothing. I had either planned a what is that? Brain fart, huge brain fart. I planned a video, like the Cricut video, or to do another like another tutorial slash video. So I just decided to do the tutorial, and I was like, okay, next week I'll start the blog, not the blog, the what is that? Planner video. That's what I wanted to do. And so get everything going, and my internet does not want to cooperate. I'm like zooming through it. There's a couple of little things that I'm not happy about in the video, but I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I ain't going to be a perfectionist. I got this. All right, let's go. So I get everything together. I got the music, everything's good. So the editing part is done. Now uploading it is a whole nother ball game, and the internet does not want to cooperate with me. So I download it to my computer, and your girl, this crazy woman right here, forgot to upload it to YouTube. So that will be going up today along with this podcast. And yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. I just got busy, and then I started watching a movie. I already thought that it was already up. I thought I was good. And then I think about it, and I was like, wait, I didn't do a photo, like a little thumbnail thingy for it. I'm like, holy smokes. So, because now I've gotten some good information on how to make really good thumbnails, which, sometimes it works, I think that my thumbnails now are getting a huge, for me, a huge upgrade. Like, I can see the difference between when I look at my, videos when I first started, and even like starting like this year, like I feel like there's been a huge jump in my thumbnail game for YouTube. And basically a thumbnail photo is kind of what goes along with the title of your video. And so I've actually been using, and I can't remember the name of the other app, so hold on a sec. So I've been actually using two apps, and first I was just using one app, and sometimes it would be okay. And then I remembered that PicMonkey had an app, and I noticed that they had, because some of my thumbnails I noticed that weren't a certain size for my, YouTube. And yeah, there's like a certain numbers you gotta use, and I was like, oh, I always forget them. So, it looked a little bigger, some of them looked a little wonky, so I was like, okay, but Snapseed was getting my, thumbnail game a little bit better. So I was like, all right, I got that. That's cool. Okay. So then I remembered that I got an email saying that PicMonkey had updated their app and yada, yada, yada. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's see what's going on with this. So I put PicMonkey back on, and lo and behold, they have the size that I need. So what I do is I go into PicMonkey, I size down the photo, I go into Snapseed because I like their little banners and stuff like that. And I like, just the little nuances that they have. I think it helps. And it's a quick and easy way, and I upload it to my YouTube app. I put my video on private before anything, and then I fix it all up. And once it's all done, it's uploaded to you guys. So yeah, so it's really, 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 really good. Whatchamacallit. I also use TubeBuddy to help me with my the title. Like, let's say if the title certain titles need to be fixed. I also use it for tags, which is really good and helpful. So TubeBuddy is also a really good thing. I am an affiliate, so I will put the affiliate link down below. So if you want to try it out, it helps me. If not, don't worry about it. It's good. But I also feel that it's helped me excuse me, it's helped me reach more of a broader audience. And so now I'm really good, you know. And in terms of YouTube, I feel like if I never get back to being a partner, I'm okay with that. I've come to terms with that. It is a little disappointing because I have been working my butt off, and so I'm not gonna say forget it, but I've come to terms with, you know what, I need to be happy with the quality of videos that I'm making, and be grateful for those who are. Whew, not a good time to be having a frog in your throat. Hello. No, go away. Leave me alone. I should take care of that. So anyways, as I was saying, I am very grateful to those who subscribe to my channel. I have 175 awesome viewers, so thank you guys so very much for that. And for those who just come in and take a peek at the video, gotta give a huge shout out to my Dia and Co friends and family community, and Dia and Co in general, for when I put up a video. I know that some of the ladies go and check out some awesome things that Dia and Co has been sending me, so thank you for that. So and I think I got a subscriber from one of them, so shout out to you as well. So yeah. Ugh. Okay, lost my train of thought. The unboxing videos have been doing really well. I know that you're probably saying, well, why don't you just stick to that? And I like my crafting videos, even though I felt like I was in a rut, and I wanted to share more on my channel. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not going to change the name. I don't think that I'm going to change the name. I know that it's probably a little deceiving, and but it is what it is. I mean, who knows? Maybe in the future, like, it does take a lot of money, I think, you know, to get a new artwork, you know, to rebrand yourself. I kind of feel like it needs a lot of work, and I'm not talented in that area. So therefore, I would have to pay somebody to help me with that. And then I gotta do, what else do I gotta do? Yeah, so I gotta pay somebody to help me with my artwork. And right now, that's not happening. And research, of course, a lot of time in research, you know, because there's a name that I've been thinking about for rebranding myself. And I'm like, yeah, and then I gotta change the blog name, which isn't a huge deal, but the blog, I don't even know if I can change the blog name. Oh, that would be, it's a lot of work. There's a lot, there's a lot of work. So I'm like, yeah, we'll, you know, like I said, I never know what the future holds, so I may just say, okay, you know, this is what I'm going to do now, and this is the brand now, and I don't know. I kind of feel like the Little Crafter brand has grown on me a lot, so it's funny. But, okay, enough of that. So, yeah. It's very interesting. I find it very, 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 very interesting. A lot of work goes into branding yourself in the beginning, your thumbnails and all this stuff, you know, trying to get this to look right, fix this up, make sure this looks good for this. Because for each platform, just because you have a photo does not make it an image, does not make it suitable for each platform that you are going to be using it for. So it's kind of weird. You have to fix it up, you know, make sure it's suitable for this. How do you get it to do that? And it's just, you know, it takes a lot of time and effort. And yeah, it is worth it. It's a lot of work and it's worth it. And I'm like, do I really want to go back and do that again? It's an interesting process. Maybe I should film it. I'm sure somebody has already, but, you know, my perspective of it. Okay, so moving right along. Uh, what else is going on? The workouts have been going really well. Huge shout out to Mr. Shanho Lee, aka hubby, aka coach. But yeah, the workouts have been really going well. I've just been working out my arms. I'm trying to remember to do the leg lifts, which I always forget. So, and you're probably wondering, okay, well, if you are being body positivity, why are you trying to? Well, here's my answer to that. It is to tone up and to strengthen, and because I love my body. And believe it or not, I'm actually kind of finding it fun a little bit. I know, crazy. I started out with water bottles, and one day I just said, you know what, that's it. I'm gonna jump in and try this stuff out on the weights, and they're 5 pounds. On my social media account, I put that up, and I was like, yeah, guess what I did. So we've been doing that, and how many days a week do I do this? I think I do it 7 days a week. If I'm not really in a lot of pain or whatever, I've done a couple of sets where I've made up for the next day. But in all honesty, I'm trying to be more consistent. We've been doing sitting exercises, so that also helps alleviate some of the pain in the back. So what else is going on? So we've been doing sitting exercises. I've been doing 3 sets of 3, 3 sets of 5. Sorry, 3 sets of 5. So basically, it's like 15 of each exercise. For those of you, because when David explained it to me, I was like, "Huh? How many do I do?" He's like 3 sets of 5. I'm like, it literally went over my head. So it took me a while, and then I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. I literally was like, listen, and just like there are certain things that you're like, I need layman's terms. Honey, give me the layman's terms. Yeah, I know. There are certain things, that go over my head, but it is what it is, right? I mean, so yeah, so we've been doing that, and it's been fun. It's been good. So I have a very funny story to tell you guys. Okay, so I got these awesome capri pants, and I don't know why they call them capris, because I'm kind of used to the old style of capris when they first came out. I forgot what style, and somebody was kind enough on the and co-community, kind enough to explain the different styles of what is that? Capris. And I was like, oh, okay. So I like the old ones where, when they first came out, I guess, like, I forgot what year they came out in, but anyways, they kind of look like culottes a little bit to me. Not culottes, but, they're at your knees, and they're cute or whatever, but those are the ones. I think they also call them, I forgot what they call them, but anyways, those were all the rage. Now the capris are, I don't know why they kind of, they're like pants on me. They're not really like capris to me. Like, I feel like I want to cut them, and like that's what a capri to me is. But they are a little tapered. I mean, you could fold them up in certain ways and maybe make it a little different, but they don't fold up. They don't do anything for me. It's just like they look like I can wear them from winter to for summer, winter, they look like all around your pants. If they're not distressed and they don't have holes, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they are long enough, I will be wearing them. Because the style is too long on me. I'm only 4'9". So anyways, it took me a while to figure it out. Anyway, so the lady was kind enough to explain it to us. And I was like, oh, those are the capris that I like. So maybe I may have to see if those styles are still available. Anyway, moving right along. So I ordered up to see whether or not if the sizing was wrong. Well, apparently, I don't know what happened, but one day I tried them on and didn't fit. I'm like, okay, I sized up. What the heck is going on? All right, so a couple of weeks later, I decided I'm going to try them on. If they didn't work, I was gonna put back the pants I originally had on because we were going out to a festival. I finally went back to the Queen's Italian Festival. It's a little festival, small. It's not big as the St. General's. I haven't been to the St. General's since Desi was born. I forgot when was the last time we went. And I've explained this story before. It was hilarious. All right, so I'll explain it again because it's really funny to me. All right, so maybe about a couple of weeks before that, me and my sister, we were walking down Knickerbocker, and everybody and their mother pretty much was in my son's crib. Not in his crib, but in his gotcha stroller. So they were in his stroller, and they're like, "Oh, how cute!" and talking to him. And I was very nervous. I was like, "Okay, get away from him." But I wasn't like that. I was just trying to be polite and say, "Okay," like trying to move to where we needed to go. And I was just like, "Oh my God, like this is crazy." Anyway, so we go and to the St. General's. Actually, before then, we told my husband what happened, and he didn't believe us. He was just like, "You guys," I'm like, "Oh my God, we could not get from one block without somebody, trying to talk to the baby, trying to look at the baby." It was just insane. Okay, fine. So he just laughed it off. So we go to the St. General's, and we're walking, and we parked the car pretty far because there's no parking. And we're walking down the block, and it was a beautiful block, very cute, like trendy little neighborhood. And the same thing happened again. Like we couldn't get from point A to point B without people like really going into the crib, not into the crib. Why do I keep saying the crib? Got to a stroller, and it was crazy. So yeah. So it's been a while since I've gone to the St. General's. I miss it. I find that there's a lot more different, but at the same time, there is a lot more with that, a lot more stuff going on, and people spilling drinks, getting drunk. It's just a little bit more too much, and it's a lot of blocks. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's a beautiful festival, but it's just way too much for me. So like I said, we we had a great time, and I go and put these pants on, and I'm like, I don't know why I bothered. They didn't fit me the last time. So apparently, I guess you know, especially my calves area, something must have like swelling went down or weight loss. I don't know. Because it's been fluctuating on and off like crazy. Um, and I don't know if it's my scale or what. I'm about to drop kick my scale down out the window. But and make a field goal. So yeah, so that was pretty cool. I was like, yay, so it just, but also it was pretty cool that we've been actually able to go to stuff like this, to actually, before we could not be able to go to any places where there was loud music, due to my son's sensory, and it has gotten a little bit better. So I mean, we still can't go anywhere, like walking and buses, trains, stuff like that. And trains I don't think are so bad, but he could only tolerate so much. He does reach his limit. So what else is going on? But we did have a good time before we got rained out. So which brings me back to something else. Everybody in the path of flow or Florence, please be careful. Please be safe. Use common sense. And don't forget about the elderly. Don't forget about your pets. Keep everybody safe. And please be safe. It's crazy. I'm like, holy camole. So, the weather has been affecting us a little bit. We've been getting some rain on and off. It's been kind of dreary. Don't know if it's gonna, depending on the shift, we may get more rain. I think we may get more rain because it shifted. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't actually been listening to the weather, which I should. But anyways, so yeah. All right, so now brings me up to my interesting topic, and if you guys could chime in if you want. Okay, so there is this company, and I saw this on Tess Holidays. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And I then saw it and heard about it on Plus Size Jones, another awesome person. And there's this shirt that I could not believe that somebody said that beautiful is... Being fat is not beautiful. It's just an excuse. And it has some writing on the bottom. And I really can't make out what the writing is on the bottom. But something about... I think it was a tweet or a comment somebody made. And I never heard of any of this. So when I saw this, I didn't even... When I first saw because the shirt went by so fast. I just looked at it and I was like, wow. Like, holy camole. Like, even if everybody did lose the weight, there are certain things in our body, because the way we're built, our bone structure, we may never really look like 100 and whatever pounds it is to be your size. It just isn't considerably possible, I think, in my opinion. And I kind of feel like in this day and age that shirt does not belong. I also feel that it's kind of sad because CurvyCon just came out. It is horrendous that this shirt just came out, and I could not believe it. Like, I just could not believe it. I was like, are you like kidding me? So anyways, so there are some shirts out there. There are some shirts, and I'm gonna see if I can remember where the link is. But there are some shirts out there, and that have been body positive, that have been really cool. Some have been designed by indie designers, and one has been designed by Serena Williams. And it is all to go into helping designers and design schools learn how to design for plus size women. Apparently, designers don't know how to design for women, or schools don't teach that, and it's a huge problem. And so it's not as simple as just kind of like, oh, well, why don't you just size up or use more material? I kind of thought that way, but apparently there is a problem with it, and I'm interested to find out more. I don't know if the panel went into depth, but I really I'm going to seriously ask somebody about this. I'm going to get into it, and and once I get a chance, I will definitely bring you that up, whether it's on the podcast or on the blog post. I just feel like that shirt just kind of, not that it negates it, I just feel like it's the polar opposite. And I wonder who okayed this. I wonder, why was it okayed? And CurvyCon was, a huge success. It was featured in Vogue. It was in all different types of magazines. Nikki Bella was talked to while she was there by E! So that was happening. They also had Nia Jax. They had... Oh, I forgot the name of the organization, but she is for the design schools. I forgot the name of the organization, and it's slipping my mind. She was there. Nia Jax, Nikki, I think Brie was there, not 100% sure. what else? They had indie designers, up and coming. Dia and Co was there. They were sponsoring. Who else? Of course, the founders, the awesome founders of CurvyCon. I know that who else was there? Target was sponsoring. They actually sponsored Curbs with Moves with Jessie. Jessie does the body positivity classes. She does the exercise, the workouts. And if you ever in, like I said, New York City, you definitely need to take that class. It is awesome. It's also is done in the studio by Killer Moves. I've been watching them, and they have been. So I'm like, maybe one year I might take a class from them and see what's up, or reach out and say, hey, X, Y, and Z is going on. What would you recommend? Like, because they have a bunch of different classes, and it's really, really interesting. So I may want to take one. I don't know. I can't commit right about now because scheduling is crazy. Because the bus is coming late. And it's not their fault. It's just that where the school is, unfortunately, is heavy traffic, and therefore Mr. Jez is coming in later. And honestly, I don't want to take late classes because I do want to get some sleep, because in the mornings we gotta get up early. It's crazy. I have to do everything late, and then I gotta get up early just so that I mean, it's just insane. So yeah. So it's just been crazy. But like I said, this shirt just definitely needs to not go. Actually, I thought it was a prank, but then they named the brand. I'm not even gonna bother. I've never even heard of this brand. So when I saw it, I was just like, wow. And then when I heard about it again, I was like, oh man, this is making the rounds. And so I posted something about it. I was going to post something about it on my Instagram. There's no words for it. Like, it's just, I just put a WTF, and in my mind, I'm like, yeah, that's an epic fail. That is disgusting, and that is so gross. And yeah. But of course, there's going to be people that are going to want that shirt because they don't feel the same way, and that's okay. But I also don't feel that it's nice for people to be staring at other people in a upset or just like they're just disgusted or grossed out by you. I don't feel that is appropriate either. So, and which happened to me yesterday. I have to thank everybody on IG for reaching out to me. I kind of just needed to get that off my chest about, I'm just sitting there waiting for my son. Somebody, once again, looks at me dirty. I don't know why. I guess maybe they're having a bad day, or because of, my color, my skin color. I don't look like the typical Hispanic. So therefore, I don't look like, well, actually, I don't look like the typical Puerto Rican. Let's just put it that way. I look like the typical Puerto Rican. I don't think I look like the typical, probably more the typical Italian, because I'm mixed. But believe it or not, we have more Italian in my family. Not more Italian. We have more Puerto Rican in our family. Sorry about that. Why did I say we have more Italian? Oh my god. Anyways, like I said, we have more Puerto Ricans in our family. And so I have more of that. And hey, more New Yorkers. What? Anyways. Oh my goodness, guys. This coffee needs to hurry up and kick in. Seriously. Like, this is not a joke. No. So yeah. So, anyway, so it's anyways. So I don't know if she was just having a bad day or look weird. I don't know. Because I get stared at all the time, or I hear, what is that white chick doing around here? In certain neighborhoods, especially when I moved into a neighborhood, I forgot which neighborhood I was in, and I just started laughing, And the guy just looked at me and he was just like, what you laughing about? I said, I heard you. And he's like, so what you doing around here? I'm like, I live around here now. He's like, what? I was like, yeah. I mean, the guy was polite. He wasn't rude. He wasn't nasty. But, so when he saw me every now and again, of course he would say, hey, what's up, So I just gotten to the point where I'm like, it is what it is. He was just like, oh, be careful. I was like, I grew up in rough neighborhoods. I got this. I'm a native Manhattaner, I got this. And he's like, oh, okay, all right. And so I just love it when they're not nasty and they click with you and they understand, like, yeah, just because I look a certain way doesn't mean that that's what I am. And I get that a lot when people are like, so, hey, nationality, And the funny part is when they hear the last name, it's like, I even got somebody that asked me, when I use my maiden name, one time, well, of course, when I was younger, somebody actually asked me if that was my married name, and I'm like, no, that's my name. Like, the face was, I can never forget that face. It's hilarious. But back to what I was saying, I kind of feel like if it's not because I'm stared at because of my color, I'm stared at because of my weight, or just, it's kind of weird. Yeah, I think that, somebody sitting in the front, people just like walking by, like, what do you, just sitting there for? I mean, I guess it's kind of weird. I don't know. But in any case, I've gotten to the point. Well, if it's because of that, I'm like, well, I'm waiting for my son or whatever. Hey, what you doing? Hey, waiting for my son, depending on, the people who want to talk or whatever. And, if I see them around in the neighborhood, say, hey, how you doing? Like they're looking at me weird. Hey, how you doing? Or, I'll be like, oh, I'm waiting on this bus. So, or when people see that I'm waiting there for the bus, they're like, oh, like you can see it in their faces, like, oh, okay, it's not that weird. She's waiting for her son, like, might as well be comfortable, right? But, yeah, so it is what it is, but I just needed to get that off my chest. And so thank you for everybody who reaches out for me and that. I just was annoyed, like, I don't know what happened that day. Something about my in my core, like, I was just so, I got so angry. I don't know why. And so thank you for everybody who was reaching out to me, your words of encouragement, positivity, and your love is so appreciated. So yeah, so, what else is going on? I'm still working out, like, the blog posts and stuff like that. And, good thing I said next week that I want to start working on more videos, because apparently this week is another holiday. So, okay, fine. Granted. But I don't even feel like we had a full week of school. Like, it doesn't even feel like a full week. We had, last week we had 2 days. Actually, no, this week we had 2 days off. Next week we have 1. So it kind of feels like it hasn't been like a full week. Like, it just, I don't know. You know what? I'm definitely going to count out the days. We finally, over the weekend, we finally got the name of the teacher and the list, of course. And I'm like thinking, great. At least now, we got the list ahead of time. So, whatchamacallit, but we're still struggling because apparently, I guess everybody else got it in their list, because everywhere we go is like things are not there. So, so we're slowly getting it. So we finally got the name, because he doesn't say the name of the teacher. I forgot. The man or woman forgot. So, anyways, he's hilarious in that area. It's like, that's like his little secret little world, and he doesn't want to share with anybody. Like, no, this is my world. This is my me time. This is me, only for me, and I don't want you to know anything about it. So, shoo. That's kind of what I feel like. So we we deal with that. And then what else is going on? So, like I said, I feel like this has been rambling. There's a lot to talk about. All right. So, like I said about the share thing, about that thing for the list, we finally also got. Good thing I decided to look on the Board of Education website. I wanted to. I figured that there was some days off during this month, and good thing that I looked, because the same day that he came home, that day, I think it was the Thursday or Monday. I forgot what else, what happened. He had off those 2 days, so we weren't going to be back to school until Wednesday. So I was like, good thing I checked, because I would have been waking him up and there's no school. Like, I've done that before. Oh, and that was crazy. That was so insane. So now I have to definitely be more on top of them. They actually yesterday sent us the school year calendar. I kind of feel like first day of school, you guys, in my opinion, you guys go into your classrooms or whatever the case may be. You should already have the list already done with your name, how we can contact you. You should have the blue card. You should have a packet of a blue card. The list. We should have a school calendar. And yeah, I kind of feel like that should be the packet. That should be what's going on or whatever. Oh, also, I kind of feel like, no matter what grade they're in, especially if you're in a, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Like I said, like, I think that your name, your little, how we can get in contact with you, and anything else you can think of, especially for the special ed, I know that they give you to get to know about your child, which you gotta finish filling out. So, yeah, I got something about some clinic, which I gotta fill out, because I feel like moms get homework. So yeah. Anyways, so that is that. But the school, Bonsai Stray Dogs on Crunchyroll. Let's switch over to anime. Had a movie. It's called Bad Appleseed. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, just finished watching it last night, and I was like, OMG, this was so good. OMG, OMG, OMG. So yeah, so I watched that last night, and I actually thought I was like, is it? Then I was reading the comments. I kind of feel like they're a little right. It was a little bit like, 90 minutes to compact like this one little bit of kind of like what could have been a series, in my opinion. And it would have been a really good arc to the series. But it also is a good standalone movie as well. It gave you a lot more in depth of the characters, but it also took away some of it, because they give you like this little thing of where you can read about the characters, but they go by so fast that you really can't read it. So I kind of feel like it works, but it doesn't in a sense. So you have to read really fast about who each character is. And therefore you go to the movie, and then it gives you more. It's mainly more about the two younger characters who join the armed detective agency, basically for gifted people. And so it's really interesting. So they give you more of an arc about them, and then the youngest member, I don't think he's the youngest member, but he is like the up and coming member of the oh my god, I forgot the name of the mafia. So yeah, and the reason why Danzo left, and yada yada yada. There's still a couple of things that weren't really explained in it, but it was a really good storyline. And I enjoyed myself tremendously watching this one. This was a really, really, really good thing. And so therefore, you guys get a chance. I have not seen a dubbed version, so maybe you may have to wait on that. You also can check Funimation to see if they have that yet. But so far, I've only seen it on Crunchyroll. So, but I don't know when it's going to be available for everybody, or if it's going to be available for everybody. But it's really good if you guys can check that out. Whether, again, that's Bonsai Stray Dogs. You guys, they have 2 seasons. I'm hoping that there will be a 3rd season. So, yeah. Anyways, what else is going on? Did not get a chance to see Castle Rock last. No, wait. Castle Rock was yesterday. My week is all thrown off because Desi was home. And that would be, I believe, episode 10. Episode 9 had me blown away. It is such a really good series. Yeah, just, I was hoping more for a supernatural thing. I think it's more sciencey at this point. That's all I'm going to say about it. But, there's still things that are not explained yet, so I don't know exactly if it's more of it's leaning towards more of a sciencey feel, which is okay. I don't mind that too much. I like more supernatural, series, and believe it or not, I used to be a huge fan of supernatural, but I don't know, over time, it just, I don't know, just something about it. But anyways, moving along, there's just a lot going on, and it's very rich in texture. And again, I love the fact that there are some awesome YouTubers who are sitting down and really researching and understanding the world that's, Stephen King. Because apparently he's been making these stories and piecing them together. And I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but he's been literally piecing them together and using certain elements in each stories. Even like Castle Rock is a made-up town, but Castle Rock has been a fixture in some of his books, or even all of them. The prison, this person, that store. It's just been all kind of woven together, and I think this kind of makes what this series is about. And there's a lot of references to his book, his other books, and it's just amazing. I'm like, wow, to put that all together, it's really, 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 really astonishing. And very clever, very sweet and clever and interesting. And it kind of makes you want to go back and read more of the books or reread them. That's interesting. That's an interesting thing to do. If you want to understand the mind and the world of Stephen King better. I kind of feel like more and more people, and I think that maybe Stephen King was the first one to do this. It's like, look out, DC, Marvel, and Universal, which are Monster Universe. Stephen King's been doing this for a while now. Hello. So it's very interesting. Again, Castle Rock is on Hulu. A new episode has been on Wednesdays, so that's pretty interesting. And I don't know, but I think I may have missed an episode of Wire Owner Up on Sci-Fi. Oh my god, that series is just, the last episode had me on my edge of my seat going, no, don't, such a good episode. And of course, I have to watch each and every episode of this one, so I have to record it, and I'm sitting down and I record them, and I sit down and I watch each episode. Dead Files, just each case has just been elevated to the next level, and I don't think that that's done on purpose. I think that it's just something in the air, I feel like it's that time of year where things get amped up, or maybe it's just gotten to the point where it's gotten so bad for these poor homeowners that they have to reach out, and they're like, okay, this is our breaking point. We can't take it no more. We need help. The episode where they investigated a resident / business where they had their business on the home, and it was a garage. And I was like, oh no. And they described one instance where something could definitely not happen. And the guy's like, no, I'm a mechanic. That should not have happened. That does not happen. Like, there is something really wrong. So yeah, so that was really interesting. And yeah, so each case is just getting better and better. And Amy has just been really good. Something interesting that she's been doing, she's also been mentioning something about a team of mediums that she would like them to work with. And I actually would love if they would actually show the team, maybe in some type of spin-off, or maybe one day work with Amy, or we can see like I forgot the name of the show that they used to do. That it's not the one that gives you a little bit more tidbits. The one that where they go back to a location and they show you what they did, like little clips and bits, and how like, oh, because of the show, we did this, and or we didn't do this, or the continuation, or we need to do more work. I really would like for them to do a show like that with the paranormal team that she's been mentioning every now and again. That sounds really interesting. What else? As far as me, I think I'm good. Still working at the kinks of scheduling. Definitely want to get back into mixed media. Gonna have that video up today, and the podcast. I'm definitely gonna have that unboxing video. I kind of did a little sneak peek. I couldn't help myself. And I was called to tease. I found this so funny. I was like, oh, it made my day. That somebody actually watched it. And so yeah, so it was just a fun little thing. I kind of want people to be excited about watching these things, and hope that they enjoy it. And of course, I would definitely put the name of the stuff, how much it costs in in the video and down below, so that in case anybody wants to order from D&Co, they know exactly what they're getting, and hopefully they, whether if it fits me or whether if it's something I don't buy, it could be something that somebody else may say, hey, I don't have the same issues, and that seems interesting, because I tell why I don't buy it, because if I don't buy something, or why I buy it, because I love the way it feels, I love the way it fits, it's, because of this problem area that I have, it doesn't, cause this issue, I'm very honest and open, and I give as much detail as possible. Or maybe somebody can say, oh, I don't have that issue, so, but it is just stinking cute, and I definitely will buy them. Like, just for instance, there was this one piece that I really, I tremendously wanted, but unfortunately it didn't fit me because of my hips. Hey, it is what it is. Next piece, I got the same, some leggings, and the other one fit me, so I'm good. It's just learning your body and saying, okay, unfortunately, and I didn't size up because I'm okay. It is what it is. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But anyways, I love, like I said, I've always, I'm really inspired by D&Co, the community, the stylists, and being a diva, not a diva, Dia Domino has been really tremendous in my support, giving my support and being supported. Just been kind of a really interesting, it's just been fun. It's just been so much fun, and I've enjoying the first class of being a Dia Domino, learning more about the ladies. Hopefully I can go to this meetup on Sunday for brunch. Super excited about that. And I don't know, like I said, depending what certain situations, gotta make sure, everything's good. And so I am thinking about that. And yeah, so like I said, working on a few things, and we'll figure stuff out. just little by little. And I feel like this is the longest podcast I've ever done in a very long time, because there's a lot to talk about. It's a lot. There's so much I can talk about, and I probably can make like a couple of episodes, like with the Castle Rock, with this, that. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here and tell you thank you for listening to this very long podcast about the life update and stuff like that. So, if you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below, or you can always email me your comments and questions. My email address is Eileen@eileenlittlecraft.com. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.